kittens? It's your girl Redavyn, and I am here to do a DIY of the African Black Soap shampoo tutorial. Now I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this roughly for about 2 weeks now. I've already ordered my Black African soap from Amazon.com for roughly $8. I ordered it on Thursday. It came on a Sunday, and which is crazy because what mail runs on a Sunday? But hey, no complaints here, whatever. I got it in 1 whole pound piece, and I am okay with that. I have picked up great pointers and tips from watching everybody else's YouTube tutorial, which helped me kind of decide which essential oils that I wanted to use. Of course, with medications that I take daily, medications tend to have a drying effect on your skin and your hair. So that's why I've been trying to go through processes, trying to figure out what's best for me to help retain the luster in my hair, to keep it growing, and definitely to prevent the hair loss. I have read up on, I have seen videos, and I have heard of people with lupus. They tend to lose their hair, you know, due to the alopecia or whatever. Medications, we all know, no matter if it's long-term use or short-term use, does have the tendency to have an effect not only on your overall body, but especially your hair. Your hair can lose the luster. Sometimes it can change the grade and the texture. It's a lot of things that go along with taking medication. So for me personally, I've always tried to be very proactive since the day of diagnosis and try to stay on top of a lot of stuff, especially when dealing with my skin and my hair. Luckily, my hair is thick and curly, so I haven't really gone through any type of excessive shedding or any type of hair loss that I am aware of, because trust and believe, if I ask my husband, he will keep it that real. I've dropped a list of the 5 essential oils that I wanted to use in my particular mixture. I wanted to use a lavender/chamomile, a lemongrass, a peppermint, a JBCO, which y'all know I love, and an almond oil. And for added extra moisture, I'm going to add a little bit of aloe vera juice. Aloe vera has its own healing properties. And what I love about it is that when my hair was longer, it kept my hair lush. I mean, the luster was just popping. I could just spray it with my little magic spray bottle when I put my hair in a high puff, and trust, it be popping all day long. So that aloe vera juice, you need to jump on that if you haven't already. Lavender, chamomile, the lemongrass, and the peppermint oils, I have all ordered from thepipingrock.com. I will leave the link below with the discount code, and I advise y'all to go ahead and take advantage, because even without the discount code, they have such affordable prices. I mean, you really don't want to miss out. Please be mindful that any products that are labeled 100% natural, pure, organic, or raw, that you do your research. Please, people, do your research, because one thing you don't want to happen is somewhere along the lines, one of those raw ingredients do not agree with your body. We do have something called a chemical makeup, and especially whatever we absorb through our skin and our scalp can sometimes go straight to our bloodstream. So I don't want anybody to end up in your local ER, you know, because you didn't do your research or whatever, or because you thought it was safe at the time. So starting off with my block of African Black soap, what I will say is that it does have a very pleasant and light scent to it. It's not overpowering or anything. You can use however little or however much you want of the soap. I'm only going to start off with about 1/3 of the bar. The best thing about this soap is that it is so easy to cut into that you can use a butter knife. And trust and believe, you want to try and cut the pieces as small as you can. You can also use a cheese grater, which I don't have one, so of course I have to go through the whole process of using the butter knife. You want to try to cut them as small as you can so they'll be easier to dissolve when you pour the boiling hot water on top. Of course, I boil my water hot enough just so when I pour it on top of my soap shavings that it will dissolve it. First, I wanted to boil my water hot enough that when I pour the water on top of my soap chunks that they will dissolve. I also went to Dollar Tree and purchased a paint trim cup that has the little spout side. It'll make it safe for me to pour the hot water into the canister instead of risking burning myself trying to pour it from the pot directly. I am pouring the hot water into the canister, making sure that I feel just a little bit above the soap chunks. I will sit this off to the side, and it should have fully dissolved in about 2 to 3 hours, coming back periodically to stir and to make sure that everything has fully dissolved. You should be able to pour in your essential oils. I'm doing about a teaspoon of JBCO. I'm going to add about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drops of the lemongrass oil. Add in a few drops of the almond oil. Add in about 6 drops of the lavender oil. About 5 of the peppermint oil. I'm going to stir the soap and the oils, making sure that everything mixes up. It is best that you stir as much as possible. I'm going to add a little bit of aloe vera juice. You can use a spoon, a spatula, or your tool of preference to stir the mixture. Now, some people like to let it sit for 2 to 3 hours, some for 2 to 3 days. I'm going to see what 2 to 3 hours does. And if it's not the consistency that I would like, mind you, it would not thicken up. It is supposed to have a watery-like consistency. So I will let this sit for just a few hours and come back and take a look at it. This is the mix fully dissolved with the essential oils mixed thoroughly in. How thin or how thick you want your mixture is determined by how much water you put in. Mine's came out pretty thin for the first time, but nevertheless, it'll still be just as useful. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to transfer the shampoo into this bottle. This right here is a leak-proof applicator that I got from Sally's for about $2 and some change. You can get that from Sally's or you can get it from your local beauty supply store. To pour the liquid into my paint trim cup that has the little spout side. You can pour how much or how little you want to use. I don't have a whole lot of hair, so I won't be requiring that much, and I will be closing the clasp back on the container, or on the canister rather, for storage for next time. As you can see, I am pouring the liquid into the bottle with hardly no mess to clean up afterwards. Screw the top on securely, and there you have it, easy transfer. Okay, I have officially wet my head in the full hand washing sink in the bathroom. I'm going to be taking my shampoo, putting some in the palm of my hands, rubbing my hands together until it creates this great lather, like so, and start getting directly to my scalp. I will apply some more in my hands, making sure, once again, I lather up real good, applying directly to my scalp, taking the pads of my fingers and massaging it in. This will help loosen up any of the product that I've been using all week. I love the way this smells. I can smell more of the lemongrass and I can smell of the lavender oil, but I can smell it. It is present. Mind you, I did have some shedding upon wetting my hair because, again, let me remind you, you know I don't comb my hair every single day. I pretty much wrap my silk bonnet on it every night and just go to sleep. Please remember, when you are going to bed for the evening, that you apply a silk scarf or a silk bonnet or a satin pillowcase on your pillow that will help prevent hair breakage and shedding. It will not strip you of the oils that you've put in your hair to keep it moisturized as it would if you used a cotton pillowcase. Of course, it has worked up a rather good lather. That's how you know it's getting your hair clean. So now that I've definitely done a thorough run through on my scalp and my hair, it's time to rinse it out. As you can see, my hair is definitely clean. I can feel the difference on my scalp, but most definitely it is a drying situation. It will strip your hair. So even though you apply the essential oils to the mixture or whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna come out like super soft or anything like that, but just know that the oils and stuff will definitely be working. Like I said previous in the video, whenever you're using a cleansing product, it is imperative that you replace the moisture that you stripped out. So I will be using the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydrative Hair Mask. And let me say, I've been using this right here for a good maybe month or so, and when I say this thing keeps my curls popping and just, I mean, it does its job. This right here, I recommend anybody to try this if you haven't already. So starting at the scalp, of course, massaging it in. So even with applying to my edges, I make sure that I always massage it in real good, because we all know that any 5-minute massage daily with just regular essential oils on the pads of your fingers into your scalp stimulates blood flow to the scalp, which increases and encourages hair growth. Now, normally when I do my deep conditionings, it is beneficial to sit up under a hair dryer. I just take a regular shower cap, place it over my head, making sure for full coverage, and then I just double secure it with another shower cap, a thicker plastic shower cap, and you can let it sit from anywhere up to 15 to 30 minutes. For my deep conditioning process, all I like to do is to double cap and let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes. And sometimes some people like to sit under a heated dryer. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I probably won't this time around, so I'll show y'all what it looks like in about 30 minutes. Peace. All right, y'all, it is 30 minutes later, and it is time for me to wash out. Ooh, that deep condition. I hate when they had that little line, all right? Always make sure when you wash out any type of conditioner, deep conditioner, that you use lukewarm to the coolest temperature of water that you can take on your scalp that you can stand, because it will ensure that it closes the cuticle of the hair, trapping in the moisture. And as you can see, y'all, the conditioner did its thing. My hair, again, is feeling real clean and healthy, and those curls are still popping. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Put down your comments below of what you thought, if you've tried it and what it's done for you, what oils that you used. And again, I will be putting the link for the shared discount code for pipeandrock.com to get those discounted essential oils and goods. All right, y'all, have a good one.